Okay, so Pedro Munhoz versus Frankie Edgar. That was a good fucking fight. Now, making this video because there's a lot of people who are calling this a robbery. I don't think it was a robbery at all. So, anyways, Frankie Edgar fought Pedro Munhoz. It's a fucking good fight. Frankie Edgar's first fight at bantamweight. He looked fucking good. He looked good in bantamweight, but and so did Pedro Munhoz was really good. It was a fucking 25-minute war. As soon as the fight was on, as soon as I started throwing punches, then the whole fight happened. Like freaking 25 minutes. It was a crazy fight. It was good. It was close. Pedro Munhoz rocked Frankie Edgar multiple times, and Frankie Edgar rocked Pedro a little bit. But it was back to back. It was close. And yes, Pedro Munhoz did win some rounds. Yes, he did. But I think anyways, Frankie Edgar won by unanimous decision. And now a lot of people are saying this is a robbery to Pedro. I don't think it is. It's not. Pedro Munhoz, he fought his heart out. He did. So did Frankie. It was freaking crazy. It was back to back. It was a fucking close fight. It could have went either way. The decision could have went either way. It could have. It could have been Pedro Munhoz walking out, but it wasn't. But I fully agree on the unanimous decision. I do think Frankie Edgar won that fight. It was back to back, but it did look like some rounds was full domination for Pedro. Well, not full domination, but you know, like he was pushing the pace and maybe dominating a little bit more. But Frankie Edgar, he did start dominating a little bit here and there, and then like at like the fifth round, it started getting pretty fucking close. So I'd say it was. I don't know. I'd say it was probably 2-2. It's probably 2-2 going into the fifth round. They both won 2 rounds, and then it was just a close. It was a close fifth round, and I give it to Frankie Edgar because I don't know. It's a close fight. It's kind of hard to choose because they both look like winners. Frankie Edgar won by unanimous decision, but still think it's still a win for Pedro Munhoz. Even though he lost, it was still a win. Like, his fucking performance was great. Pedro did a really good job. And, of course, fighting a fucking beast like Frankie Edgar is crazy. Yeah, he showed a lot of heart out there when he fought Frankie Edgar. And, yeah. It was a pretty close fight. It could have won either way. But, yeah, that was Pedro Munhoz versus Frankie Edgar. And I just really want to get my thoughts out quick because I've been hearing a good amount of people saying how Pedro Munhoz was robbed. I don't think he was robbed. It was a close fight. Could have won either way. Like, Pedro could have won, but he didn't. It was a close fight. Okay? I'm not saying Frankie, like, destroyed and they were both destroyed each other. It was just fucking close, okay? I don't know how much I can I don't know how much more I can go into it, but in all considered, it was a good fight. It was really, really, really good fight. And yeah, I don't think Pedro Munhoz should take this. I mean, I don't think Pedro Munhoz should feel bad for the loss too much because it was a close fight, and I think Pedro and Frankie, I think they both won. I think they're both winners. But yes, there's a lot of people who can argue that, hey, Pedro Munhoz was dominating Frankie the whole fight. Maybe he was. Maybe I didn't see something that you saw. I don't know. I watched the entire fight. I didn't look away from the screen at all. I just watched it. It's fucking crazy. I'm sorry for swearing a lot. It's a bad habit. But yeah, it was a good fight. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was a good fight. I think Frankie Edgar won it. And yeah, so that's where I'm gonna leave it off. So like, subscribe, calm yourself, have a great day every day. All my boom shakalakas out there. Just be careful. Yeet!